I fought making a meal plan for years, and it's not because I don't know what to eat. It's because I don't like structure. I'm either completely on or I'm completely off. There, up until now, has been no middle ground for me. Either I'm like hardcore on a schedule or I'm not. And what I always tell myself is that I don't like to be boxed in. I don't like to be told what to do. I don't like to follow the rules. But instead, this is what it actually looks like for my life. It's 5:30. I'm hungry. My husband's getting home from work. He's hungry. I'm tired for whatever I've been doing that day, and I'm racing around finding something that's quote unquote acceptable to eat. The thing is, when you're hungry and tired, you don't make good decisions. You grab whatever is fast. And I'm getting better at this, just making sure that my house is stocked with things that I want to be eating and things that I want to go to, and trying to make sure that I do have things on hand that are quick and easy. And I am not a huge fan of the kitchen. So I'm trying to get better at this, making sure that I have things that either will thaw out really quickly or that I can just pop into, um, the oven or the air fryer or whatever that looks like. However, I still spend too much time searching around at 5:30 to try to find something. And sometimes that results in me eating things that I don't necessarily want to eat. So again, you don't make very good decisions when you're in that mental space. So you tell yourself, I'm going to do better tomorrow. I'm going to fix this tomorrow. I'll remember to take meat out in the morning or take it out at night so it thaws overnight, whatever that is. And I've lived in this cycle for a really long time. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Nicole, and I am on a journey to lose 100 pounds. If you're not new here, welcome back. I'm so glad that you're here too. So, like I said earlier, I'm the kind of person who is either super structured or there's zero structure. Like, there's no middle for me. But it has come to my attention that the zero structure is not working for me. There are too many days that I just feel like I have wasted too much time. It drains my energy. It drains my brain space because I just keep spinning my wheels on things. I'm constantly making decisions all day long instead of having some decisions already pre-made for me. Every meal becomes a decision, and every decision is like a debate in my mind back and forth. And that debate becomes something that I can use as a chance to talk myself out of what I really want and to convince myself that what I want in the moment is more important than what I actually want in the long run. And so lately, the message that just keeps showing up in my life, I keep seeing this, I keep hearing it on podcasts, I keep seeing it on YouTube, shows there. It just seems like it's all around me right now. And I feel like when that happens is when it's time to pay attention, but it's structure and routine. And it seems like everyone that is living the life that I want to live or that has achieved the goals that I want to achieve, they have some kind of routine or some kind of structure. And they are very open and willing to tell you that it's boring and it's doing the little things over and over again. And it's showing up when you don't want to, and it's following the plan when you don't want to. But these people that have lost a ton of weight, they have gotten themselves out of debt, they have built businesses, maybe they've written books, like all these different things that people do. They don't just show up and wing it every day and hope that something that they're throwing at the wall sticks. They just don't do that. They decide ahead of time. And the thing is, they don't plan like every waking moment. It's just, it's a loose routine or a structure. They have a morning routine, or I've heard people say that when they write books, like they have to write so many words today or so many pages or whatever that looks like for them. Um, and so it's just kind of a structure to follow. And I think that helps me to know that it doesn't have to be like at 8 o'clock, I'm going to do this. At 8:15, I'm going to do that. At 8:45, I'm going to do this because I would struggle with that. There's a reason I love working from home. I love the flexibility. I love um, the way that it allows me to kind of move things around if I need to or if I want to. However, I know that when it comes to especially my eating and also a lot of things with my business, that I do need to set up some kind of structure and something that gives me some direction and some to-dos for the day. Um, and then you just have to follow it. And so once I finally admitted that, it just kind of clicked in my head that I don't need a crazy meal plan. It's not like a crazy diet I'm trying to commit to. I'm not weighing all my food. I'm not doing all of that. I just need to decide ahead of time what I'm going to eat. Um, the best version of me is who needs to make that plan. So a lot of times, if you are Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening when the day's been chill, you've had time to relax, that's a good time to make a plan. And maybe you don't want to make a plan for, like a daily plan or a weekly plan. Maybe it works better for you. Maybe you monthly grocery shop. I usually weekly grocery shop. And for me, that's going to look like deciding Sunday night or first thing Monday morning when like ready to go after my goals, Nicole is online, I'm going to decide what I want to eat. So when it comes time to eat, I just eat it. And that doesn't even necessarily mean that I have to like meal prep necessarily. But I used to do this years ago, and I don't know why I quit other than I was rebelling against structure. But I used to every week, I would make a meal plan on the day that I went grocery shopping. And so I would write out at the time my girls were in sports. And so I would write out the days that we had games. I would write out if we had anything else that was going on that day, because the days we had games, I needed it to be quick and I needed it to be portable so that we could take it with us. And so as I was writing that out, I would flip the paper over and also write out my grocery list at the same time. And it works beautifully. So again, I don't know why I got out of that, but it worked amazing. And so that's what I want to get back to doing is just setting up those things that I want to eat on a daily basis. And then once I make that decision, I need to stick with it. There was one of the basketball players, and I can't remember who it was. I want to say it was Michael Jordan. It was in a book that I was reading, but they were talking about him making decisions. And he said, once he makes a decision, it's over. It's like the decision is made, you follow it. There's no wiggle room, there's no negotiating, there's none of these things. Like you decide, and then it's over. And for me, that would take out so much of the draining mental energy that I waste on negotiating with myself because my brain can absolutely convince me that I should go back to my old ways, that I should eat the thing, that I should do something that I don't want to do, that I should not do something that I do want to do. My brain is full of excuses, and I'm betting yours probably is too. So if this feels like you, tell me about it in the comments. Let's talk about it because I don't want to feel alone. But I know that our brains do this. They want to keep us comfortable and safe and all of these things. So if I were to make this plan or this loose routine or whatever you want to call it, then the decision is already made and I don't need to negotiate with myself. I mean, it's no different than taking your kids through, the grocery store. Like I used to do this with my girls. Like we're not getting anything today. I don't care if you throw a fit. I don't care if you act naughty. I don't care if you scream. Like today we're not getting anything. And once the decision was made, that was it. I was not one of those parents that gave in and tried to like, okay, take it and stop screaming. Like, I didn't care. Scream your way through the store. It's fine. But you're not getting it. I told you we weren't getting it. We're not getting it. And so it's the same thing. It's doing the same thing to yourself. And I even changed it. I don't know if we can see this, but I even actually changed it a couple days ago on my phone screen where it says entertain, no other option. So once I make that decision that I'm going to eat this way, or I'm going to have this workout schedule, or I'm going to work on my business from this time to this time, I just have to do it. And even when I feel like I can't show up or I'm not motivated necessarily to show up, I still need to just show up because I made the decision. Me that is excited about my goals and motivated and ready to start a new week. And that version of me wants the best for me. And I'm going to plan in a way that is sustainable and that isn't like going to force me into white knuckling, but at the same time, it's going to move me toward my goals. And so once I make those decisions, I don't need to just back out of them. Like I love that saying, entertain no other options. Another realization that I've had through this process of figuring this out is that I think the deep reason that I really fight structure is because of fear. Because if I follow a plan and I still fail, then what does that mean? And that's the scary part. And here's the truth. If I fail, I have two choices. I can either spiral and go back to old habits, or I can get curious. I can ask, what didn't work? And what do I do to change next week? And that's how people actually change. I already know where just winging it and throwing spaghetti at the wall and grasping for things when I'm in a hurry or when I'm tired or whatever the feeling and emotion is, I already know where that gets me. It gets me overweight. It gets me in debt. I start feeling sorry for myself. I start hearing all of the, um, this isn't, I can't do this. I've never been able to change. I've never been able to do whatever. Like all of these things start flooding into my head. And then that's when I want to quit and start over again Monday. Get it all out of my system and start over Monday. I've lived that life and I'm tired of it. The thing is, structure is not a punishment. And as soon as we see it differently, things change. It's a tool. It actually reduces stress, it reduces decisions or decision fatigue anyway. It keeps me moving forward when I don't feel like it. And honestly, it applies to everything. It applies to my weight loss journey. It applies to paying off our debt. It applies to building my business. Even in my quiet time with God, nothing changes without some kind of routine, or at least nothing changes long term. So right now, I'm learning to make a simple plan and just follow it. And it's not going to be perfect, but I'm more focused on consistency. And if I mess up, when I mess up, because I will, it's just getting right back on the plan because consistency is going to win every single time. And I'm sharing this because I know that I'm not the only one. I know there's a lot of women like this. Again, if this sounds like you, tell me about it in the comments. I would love to go back and forth about it. Moms with older kids, grandmas, women tired of starting over again and again and again. We all know what to do, but we can't seem to stick with it. And I think that switch is just doing a routine that we can actually follow and then following it and not giving into ourselves and letting ourselves go back and forth over and over, like taking out that decision fatigue. I just feel like that's such a game changer. So sometimes the answer is not another plan or, chasing things that are shiny objects or things that give us the or that promise to be like a fast, quick solution. Sometimes it's just coming up with a structure, a boring structure that you can do every day and deciding to follow it, committing to follow it. So if that's you, I want to invite you to come join my free group. There's going to be a link in the description. And it's just women that are just like us trying to get healthy, learning how to follow through and stay committed and to live the life that God is nudging us towards with no fake fitness stuff or pressure or just chasing things that don't really matter. So come tell me one thing that you're tired of saying, I'll start Monday about, or tell me if this sounds like something that you do and you're going to give it a try to do a meal plan for even just for tomorrow and just start there. So if you want to come join my group and get in on the discussion with us, again, that description, just that link, goodness, that link is going to be in the description below, and I will see you guys again soon.